பண்ணிக்கோங்க மேம்.
Share ஆகுதா மேம்?
எஸ் மேம், எஸ் மேம்.
Yes, ma'am.
ஸ்டார்ட்
A
பண்ணி
very good afternoon to you all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the day 47 of the week 7 academic eminence stream of the 50 days webinar marathon on behalf of the BCA department. I would like to express my gratitude to our respected secretary, Shri Ashok Kumar Mundraji, our principal, Dr. S. Santosh Babu sir, and our advisor and head, Dr. T. Velmurugan sir, for continuously encouraging us to conduct this 50 days webinar marathon. Now, I would like to call upon Dr. S. Karunya to welcome a resource person with a short note of introduction. Welcome. Karunya ma'am.
Thank you, Meena ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all present here. I herewith proceed with the brief introductory of our resource person. Dr. S. Vijayarani ma'am is currently working as an assistant professor in Department of Computer Science under School of Computer Science and Engineering in Bharatiyar University, Coimbatore. She completed her PhD in Mother Teresa University, Korakanal in the year 2013. She finished her MPhil in Bharatidasan University, Trichy in the year 2004. And she also completed her MPhil in IGNOU, New Delhi in the year 2001. She has published more than 150 plus journal papers in Scopus, UGC, SCI, both in national and international. She has successfully completed sponsored project with a sum of rupees 1,62,000 rupees. She has guided 30 plus students both in MPhil and PhD. She got more number of awards from various foundations and society, namely Active Women Participation Award from Computer Society of India, Faculty Award from IAR Publication, Dr. Abdul Kalam Best Scientist Award from Bosch Science Society, Senior Women Educator and Scholar Award from National Foundation and Entrepreneurship Development. I am very glad to welcome you to this 50 days national webinar marathon, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, madam, for your nice introduction. Am I audible, ma'am? Can I start?
எஸ் மேம், எஸ்
Yes,
மேம்.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Most respected secretary, respected principal, and respected advisor and head of the department, Dr. T. Velmurugan sir, dear organizers of this 50 days national webinar marathon, my dear students and participants, a pleasant good afternoon to everyone. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to the authorities and the organizers for giving this wonderful opportunity to be a resource person for this national webinar. So, today I would like to share my knowledge about Industry 4.0 technologies. So this is the agenda of my presentation. I would like to discuss about the introduction on Industry 4.0, different industrial evolutions, Industry 4.0 framework, and finally the Industry 4.0 technologies. Before entering into the core of the topic, first of all, we should know what is industry, because industry 4.0, industry 5.0, these are the terms we are using these terms repeatedly. What is the importance of these terms? Why industries are very important? Let us see what is an industry. What is a industry? Normally, the definition of industry is nothing but it is a group of manufacturers or businesses that produce a particular kind of goods or services. There are many kinds of different categories and kinds of industries. Some of the examples of industries are aerospace and defense, automotive industry, transportation industry, heavy equipment, and industrial manufacturing, consumer products, energy sector, health sector, education sector, life sciences, different kinds of business industries, and many more. Why these industries are very important? What is the reason behind? Because the industrial sector is very important for the economic development of the country. It is the fact, it's a historical fact, that countries with strong industrial sectors have shown more economic growth and development. Normally, the industrial sector has shown improvement in the national income, and which promote it automatically promoted the living standard of the population. So the industries are very, very important. This slide shows what is the industry, the definition of industry 4.0. We call the another name for industry 4.0 is fourth industrial revolution. This is the term which is derived from industry 4.0. It's a German term. It is given as industry 4.0. So the basic concept of Industry 4.0 is, with the help of information and communication technology, we are converting the industry into the intelligent networking of machines and processes. That is, the current state of the industry is converted, okay, and it can able to do all the kinds of processes automatically with the help of ICT, that is information and communication technology. Using this technology, we can provide the intelligent networking of machine and processes. And also the industry 4.0 can able to manage and optimize all the aspects of manufacturing process and supply chain. So what do you mean by a manufacturing process? Normally, simply we can say we can collect the raw materials and doing some kind of processing in that. We are converting, or we are the raw materials are transformed into finished products. This can be done with the through with the help of the manufacturing. And so now another definition of manufacturing is nothing but it is the production of goods through the use of labor and different kinds of machineries, tools, and in some places there is a need for biological or chemical processing or formulation. So all these are related definitions of industry 4.0. Because here we are talking about industry, definitely there is a need for manufacturing processes and supply chain. What will be the profit, what will be the loss, everything matters. The next slide shows the four industrial revolutions, that is industry 1.0, industry 2.0, industry 3.0, and industry 4.0. The industry 1.0, the mechanization, steam power, weaving loom have been introduced. During industry 2.0, there is a mass production assembly line and electrical energy are used. Automation, computers, and electronics are were introduced in industry 3.0, and now we are in industry 4.0. Now that is cyber physical systems, IoT, internet of things, and networking. Now we are moving towards industry 5.0, that is complete automation. Okay, it's mainly related to cognitive computing. Let us see one by one. What is industry 1.0? How the next evolution will go from one industrial revolution to another industrial revolution. So this is the first industrial revolution. This was happened between the year late 1700 and early 1800. Here, the manufacturing is evolved from focusing on manual labor. This is performed by people and also by the work animals. So, in order to get the more optimized form of labor performed by the people, it can be accomplished with the use of water and steam powered engine, and some other kinds of machine tools have been introduced during this revolution, first industrial revolution. The usage of water and steam powered engines and other types of machine tools have been introduced. This was happened during the first industrial revolution, during the period late 1700 to early 1800. The second industrial revolution. This is happened in the early part of the 20th century. Here, now world entered into the second industrial revolution. Here, the introduction of steel and use of electricity in factories. So definitely, once the electricity is used, it will enable the manufacturers to increase the efficiency. Mass production concept like the assembly line were introduced as a way to boost productivity. So here, what do you mean by assembly line? From the raw materials to the finished product. There are so many tasks, subtasks are required to be carried out. So all the tasks are to be performed in a proper sequencing. So that concept was developed during the second industrial revolution. So if everything, all the tasks are performed in a proper manner, definitely it will increase the productivity. So all these are happened during the second industrial revolution, during the period early part of 20th century. The next revolution is third industrial revolution. It was starting in the late 1950s. Here, the introduction of a computers. So the first computer developer was developed during the year 1945. We know the name of that computer, that is ENIAC, electronic numerator, integrator, and calculator. And during 1950s, UNIVAC, and there is a tremendous developments in the field of computer technology. So here, the third industrial revolution slowly began to emerge late in the period late 1950s. So here manufacturers incorporating more electronic and computer based technology. Here the less emphasis is given for analog and mechanical technology, and more importance is given to digital technology and automation software. So this is the uh, task carried out during the third industrial revolution. And now already we have seen the definition of fourth industrial revolution. So in the past few decades, that is from the year 2000 onwards, the fourth industrial revolution has emerged. It is known as industry 4.0. Here the more importance is given for a digital technology. Here, interconnectivity is performed through the Internet of Things. Say earlier, computers were connected with one another for information sharing, what we call it as networking. So, what is networking? We are one or more computers are interconnected for information sharing through the communication media. That is called networking. Then, after some time, the internet concept have been introduced. What do you mean by internet? Networks of networks. We can connect the computers globally, so people can easily share their information globally, irrespective of the geographical location. They can able to send and receive information from one location to another location. Now with the use of internet of things, we can connect computers with other physical objects with the help of internet. That is, so far we have we have connected computer to computer. Okay, but what is the concept of internet of things is we can connect a computer with any other kind of objects, not only a computer. It may be a mobile phone, or it may be a TV, it may be a light, other any, kinds of devices. Okay, any physical objects can be connected with the computer, and it can able to do some kind of processing. Yeah, all these are carried out with the help of internet. That is the concept of internet of things. And the industry 4.0 technology can able to access the real time data. What is the reason for collecting the real time data? To perform the immediate analytics. So definitely the analytical results will give the idea, or it give the suggestion to the business organizers or industry people to make the effective decisions. So it can able to access the real time data and also able to process those data immediately, which helps the business organization to take effective decisions. And industry 4.0, there is an introduction of a cyber physical systems. Here, fourth industrial revolution. This is it offers the industry 4.0 offers more comprehensive and interlinked holistic approach to manufacturing. Normally, it connect physical objects with the digital one, and it will allow to do the better collaboration and able to access the information across the departments and different kinds of partners from different vendors, product and people. So here, so the business owners can able to provide a better controlling mechanism, and also they can understand each and every aspect of their operation. So with these things, the it will promote the productivity, it will increase the productivity and improve the processes. Definitely, the business organizations will get benefited. So these are the concepts of fourth industrial revolution. So here, this slide shows industry 4.0 framework. Here, the Industry 4.0 is not a single technology, it is the confluence of several digital technologies. Many technologies are combined. They collectively we call it as Industry 4.0 technologies. So the important technologies are given here: Internet of Things, smart sensors, advanced robotics, big data analytics, 3D printing, augmented reality, cloud computing, location detection. In addition to this, there are some more technologies also there. One of the important technology is artificial intelligence. Another one is cyber physical systems, then simulations. So all these are considered as Industry 4.0 technologies. We will see one by one what is the definition of each and every technology, what is the need for each and every technology. Okay, first, Internet of Things. So this is the term Internet of Things was proposed by Kevin Ashton in the year 1999. This IoT follows the principle machine to machine technology. Here, not a computer to computer technology, machine to machine technology. Here, the Internet of Things describe the network of physical objects. They can interact with each other to share information and take the necessary action. So, different kinds of physical objects are connected. So, what is the reason for connecting the physical objects? They, if it is necessary, they can do the proper communication by sending and receiving the information, or instruct a particular machine to carry out some kind of task, everything. So these kind of processing are possible. So this here the IoT network of physical objects that can interact with each other to share information and take action. So here the IoT, there is a need for many devices. Suppose if you want to develop an IoT device, there is a need for a sensor, software, and other components, and also other technologies. This is embedded with sensors, software, and other technologies. So here, this slide gives the IoT applications and use cases. What are the applications of IoT? Smart home, wearables, smart city, smart grid, industrial internet, connected car, connected health, smart retail, smart supply chain, and smart farming. What do you mean by smart home? How do we convert a normal home into a smart home? It's very simple. For example, a smart home. The definition of smart home is a home equipped with lighting, heating, and other electronic devices that can be controlled remotely by smartphone or computer. Suppose if the particular is it's already available in many of the devices. Suppose if in our home, if you are having washing machine, there is a smart sensors are available. Okay, then AC. Okay, then other lighting also, smart lighting also. They sharply, if I set every day 6 o'clock, the light, I want to switch on the light. If I set that information regularly, 6 p.m., it will switch automatically. The app will switch on the light automatically. Okay, so these kind of smart devices, if we are use it in our home, then we call it as it is a smart home. Wearables. So the important application area of wearables is a healthcare industry. For example, smartwatch. Okay, people are wearing smartwatch. What is the purpose of you wearing the smartwatch? It will detect our pulse rate, heartbeat, okay, temperature. Everything can be monitored. So not only the smartwatch, there are many kinds of wearables are available. So the main application area of wearables are a healthcare industry. Then what do you mean by a smart city? Smart city uses ICT technology, that is information and communication technology, to improve the operational efficiency. The government share information with the public and provide a better service. Okay, so they can so now they have started to convert the few cities and into a smart city. Next, the important term is smart grid. Where it can be used, smart grid, it is a concept of transforming the electric power grid by using advanced and automatic control and communications, with the help of information technology. Then industrial internet. What do you mean by industrial internet? This is nothing but interconnected sensors. There are different kinds of sensors are available. So if we want to connect the various sensors, then different kinds of instruments and other devices are networked together with the computer's industrial applications, which includes manufacturing and also the energy management. What do you mean by connected car? Connected car is nothing but it has its own connection to the internet. Then normally using a wireless network, it allows the car to share the internet access, and also it can able to share the data with other devices which are available inside and outside of the car. Then connected health technology is also very important one, because the connected healthcare, telemedicine, and the video based treatment, healthcare treatment. Okay, everything is possible. Okay, and a doctor can able to monitor the patient information, patient health details through the device, any some kind of device, whether it may be a computer or it may be a mobile phone, anything. Okay, so what we call it as, it is a connected health. Then smart retail. See, nowadays people or digital marketing is one of the significant domain. So here people are selling and buying things electronically with the help of social media platforms and other technologies. The retailing is performed in a excellent way. So here smart retail is nothing but it is a combination of a hybridization between both traditional shopping methods and also the modern smart technologies, because here they focused on each and every customer. For example, Amazon, if Amazon treat each and every customer in a unique way. So what is the customer interest? What kind of things he or she is searching in the web? Immediately we can able to receive the advertisements. Okay, wherever we go, suppose I want to see my email. If I open my email, there I can see, suppose I searched a mobile phone, immediately I can receive the information about the mobile phone. How it is possible? They are target the customers, customer targets. So what kind of methods, techniques are applied to identify the customers present buying behavior, and also what will be their future behavior? Everything is to be analyzed. So the smart retail is one of the important IoT application. Then smart supply chain, and another one is smart farming. This is very important application of IoT. Here, a usage of smart devices, the for example usage of drones and robotics and artificial intelligence, which will increase the quantity and quality of the products, okay, in the agricultural domain. And also it will optimize the human labor required by the production. So for that purpose smart farming is required. So these are all the various applications of IoT and use cases. So each and every there are many more application and use cases also available, but there are many research challenges are available in these areas. Already solutions have been given by the researchers, but even though there are different research problems, unique research problems are available in these areas. The next one is smart sensors. The second technology, the digital technology in the industry 4.0 is smart sensors. Usually, we know what is a sensor. A sensor is a device. It will detect changes in the physical environment, physical properties. Okay, and it produces the signal, electrical output in response to that change. Okay, what is the main function of sensor is it takes the input from the physical environment and convert those signals into data, and those data can be analyzed, and based on that analysis the the outcome will be produced. Okay, here so here, what is the use of computing resources here? Because the sensor is just a device. What it will do, the sensors will collect only the signals, okay, physical environment signals. All usually it is in the form of electrical signals. So how it can be converted into data? Okay, after conversion, how this is validated? How it can be analyzed? So for that purpose only, there is a need for compute resources. Okay, there is a need for algorithms, different kinds of techniques, everything. Smart sensor is nothing but there is a need for base sensor, a microprocessor, a communication capable, and it has some form of onboard diagnostics. All these are collectively called as smart sensor. And smart sensor play a very important role in the era of manufacturing intelligence. Normally, smart sensors can perform self assessments and self calibration. So, in order to develop any kind of IoT device, definitely there is a need for sensors, actuators, and other kinds of Arduino board and other components are required. But sensors are very important. There are different types of smart sensors. One is temperature sensor, humidity sensor, motion sensor, contact sensors, gas and air quality sensor, electrical current monitoring sensors, and other types of sensors. We know what is the use of temperature sensor. Usually temperature sensor measure heat to detect changes in the temperature. Okay, if there is a temperature variation, so can be detected by the temperature sensor. The humidity sensor is nothing but it will identify the water vapor in the atmosphere. Motion sensor pick up the physical movement. Okay, whether any person or animal or object. Okay, movements are to be identified with the help of motion sensor. Then contact sensor is also known as position or status sensor for or building or monitoring sensors. So normally it is a simple way to tell whether a door or a window or other similar mechanism is open or closed. In those places we can fix these sensors. Then gas and air quality sensors. This is a very important sensor. With the help of these sensors we can predict the air pollution. Okay, and what is the percentage of oxygen or carbon dioxide, nitrogen or other gases are in the a particular environment. So it is used to monitor the air quality, detect toxic or any combustible gases, or to monitor hazardous gases in manufacturing, particularly in the pharmaceutical company, petrochemical, and mining industries. The next one is electrical current monitoring sensors. Normally, these sensors are used to identify real time energy consumption. Okay, that is possible with the help of electrical current monitoring sensors. In addition to this, there are many different types of sensors are available. That is optical sensors, proximity sensor, pressure sensor, chemical sensor, smoke sensor, and level sensors and image sensors. There are different kinds of sensors are available. So the next technology is advanced robotics. We know in a near future the robotics will rule the entire world. Okay, that is the scenario now. So this is the evolution of robotics. Okay, advanced robotics are a combination of sophisticated programming and also powerful hardware. It makes use of the smart sensor technology, which includes ultrasonic, touch, and light sensors. Here also there is a need for sensors, okay, to interact with the real world around it. So the robotics is very important. Here also it uses the smart sensor technology. There are different kinds of sensors: the motion sensor and contact sensor and other kind of sensors we have seen. No? So all the depending on the type of application, or depending on the type of work to be performed by a particular robot, the sensors can be used. So here, advanced robotic systems are ready to transform industrial operations. It is compared with the conventional robots. The advanced robots are having a superior perception and integratability, adaptability, and mobility. All these are very important features in advanced robotics, and it permit faster setup, commissioning, and reconfiguration. We can set up these robots quickly, and also if we want to verify if any failure may happen, okay, we can rectify the errors quickly. Suppose if we want to do the reconfiguration, that one also can be done quickly. These are all the benefits and features of advanced robotics. It is more efficient and can able to perform stable operations. This is the another technology. The important technology in industry 4.0 is big data analytics. I hope you heard about this term big data analytics. What do you mean by big data? Normally big data is nothing but the data is huge in volume. Okay, huge volume of data. It can be defined as the data is complex, and normally it is unorganized data. Complex, what do you mean by complex? So far, in the traditional database management system, we have used only the data types or integer, real, character, and string. These kind of data only we have used. But at a present situation, we are sharing different kinds of data. Usually, it is in the form of images. Most of the image data can be shared among the users. Then video, audio data, okay, animations, text data, so much of text data. All these data are not in the proper format. So we call it as this is unorganized data. Normally, if the data is in the organized form, we can perform the analytics task easily. Here, the big data analytics, most of the data are in the unorganized nature. And also, the size of the data is huge. It cannot, we cannot store those volume of data and process those data using the conventional database management tools. So here, the slide shows the amount of data generated every minute of the day. Actually, this is old data. This is year 2018 data. For every minute of the day, this much volume of data is generated, because nowadays data is everywhere. The data never sleeps. 24 by 7 the data will be generated. How do we effectively analyze those data? How can we make use of those data effectively? There is a big question mark. Okay, so the big giant, the companies, they are effectively using these data, and they can get profited. Okay, that is the thing here. YouTube watchers watch 43 lakhs 33,560 videos per minute. And Facebook users, they can share nearly 4.16 million pieces of content. And also other statistics is given in the slide. How what where these volume of data can be stored, what kind of inference or knowledge can be acquired from these
I'm Vijayarani, ma'am. Hello. Mhm.
Hello, ma'am.
ஹலோ மேம். ஸ்க்ரீன் ஷேர் பண்ணிடுங்க மேம். ஹலோ.
Do you hear me?
இன்னும் ஷேர் ஆகல மேம்.
ஷேர் பண்ணட்டுங்களா?
பண்ணலாம் மேம், பண்ணலாங்க.
ஷேர்
ஷேர்
ஆயிடுச்சா
ஆயிடுச்சு
மேம்?
மேம். ஷேர் ஆயிடுச்சு மேம். ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம் மேம்.
Okay, sorry for the interruption. I hope I have completed up to big data analytics. Or
எஸ் மேம், எஸ்
மேம்
மேம்.
எதிலிருந்து வரலைங்க மேம்?
இதுக்கப்புறம் தான்
next
மேம். பிக் டேட்டாக்கு அப்புறம் தான் மேம்.
ஆமா மேம்.
பிக் டேட்டா இந்த ஸ்லைட்ல இருந்து சொன்னா சரியா இருக்கும் இல்லைங்களா?
ஓகே மேம். ஓகே.
ஓகே.
So here, ma'am, if any technical issue, please call me, ma'am.
ஓகே மேம், ஓகே மேம்.
Madam?
ஓகே மேம், ஷூர் மேம். கால்
Yes,
பண்றோம்.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We'll call you, ma'am.
Okay. So here, big data analytics is another industry 4.0 technology. Normally, big data is nothing but the data in huge size. It can be defined as the vast amount of data, and it is very complex because most of the data are in the unorganized nature. It cannot be handled using the conventional database management tools. So here, this minute of the day, because nowadays now the data is every data will be forms and the smartphones and other digital tools. Okay, lots and lots of data will be generated. So this is actually the 2018 year data. So here the YouTube users watch 4,360 videos per minute. Okay, Facebook users share nearly 4.16 million pieces of content, and Twitter users send nearly 4,73,400 tweets, and each and every domain, lots and lots of data are generated. Okay, what is the mainly? Okay, for that purpose, there is a need for a big data analytics. So this slide shows the characteristics of the big data. There are 5 important characteristics: variety, veracity, and value. Normally, volume represents the size of the data is considered as big data. Volume is one of the big data characteristics which we need to consider while dealing with the big data. Velocity is nothing but high speed of accumulation of data. Here, in at what speed the different resources are generating the data every day. So that is the formats of data from various sources, because here the data is collected from different heterogeneous data sources. It is in 3 different formats, whether it is one. If it is a structure, so for the traditional database systems, we are using the databases, no, rows and columns. The data is represented in rows and columns. That is called the structured format. Whereas the unstructured is video data, audio data, all these are in the unstructured format. It is not followed any of the format, so it comes under the unstructured category. Semi-structured is nothing but the combination of structured and semi-structured. Normally, the XML files, some of the PDF are considered as semi-structured data. So the variety of this unstructured data creates problem in the data. Veracity is nothing but it identify the inconsistency in data, whether the data is consistent or not, because several operations are performed using data. In all the places, okay, the state of the data should be consistent. So before performing the big data analytical tools should ensure whether the data is consistent or if any ambiguity in the data. Suppose the data is collected from different sources, and just we are storing that data. What will be the useful? If we want to do some kind of computations or processing and to get some output from that data, then only it is useful. Otherwise, it is the data is wasting the resources. Okay, so these are considered as the characteristics of the big data technologies. Ma'am, am I audible? Shall I continue?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Audible, ma'am. Ma'am, audible, ma'am. You can continue, ma'am.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, audible, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So these are
Ma'am?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am?
yes, yes.
Again, there's some buffering, ma'am. Like the voice is
Okay.
breaking, ma'am. Breaking, yeah.
Now it's okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's clear, ma'am. Now it's clear.
Okay, okay. So next technology is 3D printing. 3D printing uses computer-aided design to create three-dimensional objects through a layering method. Here it is also known as additive manufacturing. It uses layering materials like plastic, composite, or biomaterials, which can create objects that range in different shape, size, rigidity, and color. So this is considered as innovative technology which help businesses to cut cost and develop new methods of production. Okay, this is also one of the innovative technology. The manufacturing companies make use of this concept. Here, this is the working principle of 3D printing is related to the traditional inkjet printer, and it is a combination of the top line software, powder like materials, and precision tools to create a three-dimensional object from the scratch. The next one is augmented reality. The augmented reality is nothing but it's a graphical technique It transforms the real environment into a digital environment, also using virtual objects in the real world. Here, AR uses a real world setting. What is the difference between AR and VR is VR is a computer generated environment with a scene and object that appear to be real. But and also it gives the illusion and the making the user feel they are immersed in their surrounding. But there is a need for a component, a device, virtual reality headset or a helmet is required. But in the case of AR, a smartphone is required. So in AR uses real world setting, VR is completely virtual. AR users can control their presence in the real world, but VR users are controlled by the system. So this is the 10 real use cases of AR: medical training, retail, repair and maintenance, design and modeling, business logistics, tourism industry, classroom education, field service, entertainment properties, public safety. Ma'am, is there any disturbance?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No,
Okay,
it's
okay. If so, let me know, ma'am. Yes.
sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Okay. Cloud computing. Next technology is cloud computing. I hope you know all about you hope sorry I hope you know what is cloud computing. Cloud computing is nothing but sharing the resources. It will share the resources on a demand. What are the different kinds of resources can be shared? Here is server, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics, and intelligence. All these sharing are possible through the internet. With the help of internet, we can share the resources, these kind of resources. There are so many advantages and benefits of using the cloud computing. The benefits are cost is minimum, global scale. We can the scalability, global usage, then performance will be increased, speed, reliability, productivity, and security. There are three kinds of cloud services. One is IaaS, that is infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, then software as a service. There are three types of cloud, that is public cloud, a private cloud, and a hybrid cloud. Then public cloud is a cloud computing. It is delivered via the internet and shared across the organizations. It's open for all because it's a public cloud. Private cloud is it is dedicated to particularly to the solely to the organization. Okay, that is the thing. And hybrid is a combination of both public and private. So these are the advantages of cloud computing. The advantages are improved collaboration, easy to access, low maintenance cost services, unlimited storage capacity, and data security. So this is the uses of cloud computing. We can create a cloud native applications and easy to store and easy to back up the process and recover the data also quickly, and stream audio and video. The Netflix and Amazon Prime, we are watching movies. So how these information, where it is stored. So for that purpose, there is a need for cloud computing, and it will deliver software on demand. It is easy to test and build the applications. It will analyze the data and embed the intelligence. Next one is location detection. At present, people are effectively utilizing this technology. It will provide the real time information about the location of the devices, hence the location of the users of the devices. So first it will find the location of the device, then from that it can identify the location of the users. So the location aware technology, it will include definitely there is a use of sensors. Already we have seen the role of smart sensors in industry 4.0. So here also there is a need for sensor which will detect and calculate the geographical position of a person or a mobile device or any other moving objects can be detected using the sensors. The most common location aware technologies are global positioning system, that is GPS, and its variants, that is assisted GPS, Wi-Fi, enhanced absorbed time difference, that is EOTD, and enhanced GPS. All these are used for location. All these are considered as location aware technologies. Normally the location is turned on in the phone, and we can get information based on the location. Suppose nearby restaurants, hospitals, and shopping malls can be identified with the help of this location detection. This one is cyber physical system. The cyber physical system is also termed as intelligent system. This is a computer system. It is controlled and monitored by the computer based algorithms. So here the cyber physical systems are integrated many things. The first one is computation, networking, and different kinds of physical processes. All these are integrated, and after that the embedded computers and networks monitor and control the physical processes. Okay, this is related to cyber physical systems. The next one is artificial intelligence. This is one of the significant technology in the industry 4.0. We know what is the use of artificial intelligence. We people, we have intelligence. So the same way we make the machine to think on its own, because a computer is just a machine. It can't do anything. It will get the instruction from the user, it will perform, it will execute those instructions and gives the result to us. But suppose if if the data given is wrong, it cannot be identified by a computer system. As based on the critical situation, human being can able to make the decisions effectively. So like that we have to make the machine to think and to analyze, and to take and analyze and process and to take the decisions accordingly. So for that purpose there is a need for machine learning algorithms, deep learning algorithms, artificial neural algorithms, optimization algorithms. So here AI, the definition of AI is, it is the simulation of human intelligent.
Ma'am, ma'am,
கால் பண்ணவாப்பா மீனா?
ஆமா மேம்.
சரி, நான் பண்றேன். மீனா பிஸின்னு வருதுப்பா. மீனா?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Is it?
Okay, I'll because of rain here, there are technical issues. I'm unable to get the internet connection properly. Okay, so these are the examples of artificial intelligence. Now, these are some of my references. Now we come to the end of the session. So far, I have given the basic information about the significant Industry 4.0 technologies. Each and every technology is having its own characteristics, architecture, process flow, pros and cons, and many research challenges are available in every technology. So the type of industry and what type of processes they are carried out in that industry should be identified. Based on that information, any one or more of these digital technologies can be utilized by the industry. So definitely, this technology will automate the entire process, which in turn increases the productivity and also help to obtain the better profit. Okay, I thank you for your patience listening. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a very interesting session on Industry 4.0 technologies. Now I'd like to call upon Mr. N. Jagdeesan to propose a formal vote of thanks, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Good evening, one and all. First of all, I'd like to thank the Department of Computer Applications, BCA, for giving me this opportunity. At this juncture, I extend my gratitude to our resource person, Dr. S. Vijayarani, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, Bharathiar University, Coimbatore, to take out the time from our busy schedule to grace this event. Thank you for inspiring and encouraging our students with your knowledge and experience on Industry 4.0 technologies in this special day. Really, it was a very informative session, ma'am. Thank you. A special thanks to our respected secretary, Shri Ashok Kumar Mundraji, and our beloved principal, Dr. S. Santosh Babu sir, for encouraging us to conduct this 50 days webinar marathon series. A very special thanks to our beloved advisor and head, Dr. T. Velmurugan sir, for his tremendous support and guidance throughout this program. I also thank the organizing committee members to make this program grand success. Last but not least, I thank all the participants for their active participation. Once again, I thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm sorry for the technical issue. Network.
No issues.
It's okay, ma'am. Thank you so
It's
much,
okay.
ma'am.
No issues. Thank you, ma'am.
I'll end the
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Shall we end the broadcast, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.